Hey, that's what I told him today.
Yeah,
like, we don't clean ourselves up before we come to...
Oh, you're quoting
I'm quoting you, man.
Attaboy.
Yeah. So
now you're talking.
We don't clean ourselves up to come to Jesus.
Attaboy, I said.
Jesus to get cleaned up.
Beautiful.
And,
all right.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. That well.
Yeah.
I trust you. All right, now let's do a little banter that has nothing to do with anything.
Banter.
Blah, 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 blah. Wow, would you look at that old sign?
It is an old one, though. It's really
hung in there. That is Compass Church.
It's been through some seasons.
It's been retired, this sign. All right, man. Well, here we are. Let's rock and roll.
I'm Jake Schriner.
And I am Pastor Johnny Leckie. And this is the Compass Conversation Podcast. Welcome, friend, no matter how battered you may be. Weathered, perhaps that's better. Battered, weathered. We will follow you, King Jesus. Sunbeam. Okay, well, here we are again. It's been a few weeks, but I like our rhythm on this thing. You know, sometimes we take a little break, but the podcast endures.
It does.
That's what I love.
Yeah.
Here we are on a Monday night recording this. Of course, it's never posted on a Monday night. One of these days we are going to actually.
Let's just do it live.
We're going to do it
ask
live.
me as we were walking out the door. She goes, "Do you guys do the podcast live?" I was like, "No, but we've talked about it."
We have talked about it. I mean, there's not. I mean, how rarely, at least in the conversation, from the time we kick it in and start like this to the end, do we actually?
Nothing gets edited in
not
big
really
blocks
anything.
at all. Yeah,
I never cut things out. There was only that one time.
right.
But you know, there's added things.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to mention something, and then there'll be a picture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can't do that live. I mean, I probably could, but we need.
It'd be fun though.
We need an operator.
We could hold up something here and we'll make our own.
Yeah. And what a cool picture that was. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? We need to plan for that for the summer.
Yeah.
We'll do one that we're going to do live. Maybe we'll do that one outside.
How many episodes have we had?
I don't know. This is 180, so we're not quite to 200 yet.
Okay, I was going to say, are we close to like some sort of milestone number? We could do a...
Well, I forgot. I should have looked before we started here tonight. But it's yeah, we could do it that way.
Yeah.
Or we could just say it's summer. We're going to do it summer. Join us for the special live event.
That's right.
And we're going to grill and burgers afterwards. Come join us. All right. Jake Schriner, how are you, sir?
I am doing well. Yeah, I'm doing really well. As we were talking about before we started recording, you know, I was expecting today to go one way, and was kind of to be fair, dreading it when I woke up this morning. But no, went a completely different direction than I was expecting. Really, a lot of positive came out of the day. Not a lot of work problems got solved, but that's a different issue.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
No, it really, honestly, even some of that stuff kind of simmered down, which was super nice. But yeah, it just, you know, a lot of God's will going on today.
You started your day differently, as you were saying. Mm-hmm. You were praying as you started your day. That impacted your day a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I try to, as I get to work, try and say a prayer before I'm going and stuff, and some weeks I'm far more consistent with that than others.
Right.
But
we're just talking about today, Jake.
Yeah, just today. No, this morning really I was feeling, I'm like, I need to make sure I'm getting this workday off on the right foot, right? So take a couple minutes before I walk into the office, and it was a lot of unexpected positivity that came out of today. So
awesome, man.
Yeah, it was very cool. So
so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was beautiful out today too, which was great. We're really kicking off the season, so we'll talk about
the season.
You know what season I'm talking about.
We'll get into that.
Yeah,
I'm just laughing at the weather for the past week. We had like 7 inches of snow, and it's 85 today.
It's wild.
All right.
Yeah. So overall, I'm doing pretty darn well. How are you, Johnny?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, as you know, when you came in, as I was saying, I was like about to fall asleep. I mean, it's just been a relentless, in a good way. I mean, what am I going to do? Sit around and stare at the wall, sleep the rest of my life? No, it's good to be alive and active.
Right, yeah.
Moving around and
There's
doing
proverbs
stuff.
about that. You gotta stay active. Yeah.
Well, anyhow, but this week in particular, and I've had down a little coffee, so I'm a little bit better. But so the biggest news, and I can't reveal the ultimate details here, but I interviewed this week.
That's right. Yeah.
At the school for a different position than I currently have.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is a teaching position, all right? Bona fide, getting my alternative licensing. I'm going to, all that's in the works. The classes I'm going to, all that business. So I interviewed for that, and it's one of those things I've been, as you know, it's been kind of making me a little anxious thinking about it, because again, it's not something I've just been shooting for,
right.
And I can't wait to do it.
Right.
But I have seen the need, and I realized I could probably do that.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out I was qualified to do it as well. But I am. But I was always like, you know what? If that works out, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. Because we're getting by just fine, mm-hmm. right? And we've had such a Compass Church impact at the school, and what I'm doing has had a huge impact in those ways, I believe. So good either way, mm-hmm. right? So, but it's also sort of one of those, boy, do I really want to do this? Because it is going to require some extra things, and that makes me tired. More coffee. Okay. But I don't want to burn out, and my first priority, as you know, is Compass Church.
Yes.
I always say, even to them, they know this is not my only gig, right? It's Compass Church is why I'm here. Mm-hmm. So, and this facilitates that, and also makes so many things happen as I'm doing that work. So many good things. In fact, if you're watching this and you are a church planter, you want to plant a church, I've talked about this a million times, even on my old podcast, the Ministry Backpack one. You need to be a bivocational. Raise the money, raise as much as you can. It's good to have other churches praying for you and participating with you. People, investing, all that kind of stuff, that's really important. But man,
another skill. Yeah,
you gotta do something else too. It'll help the ministry in so many ways. All right, there's the little side ad. So, this seems as though, and I just began to feel like God was just kind of leading me to do it, even though I didn't want to, and I didn't know why really.
Yeah.
Because I thought, hello. Come in. Already? Fantastic.
It is us.
What?
The
cookies, right? Woo! Wow, we're that early.
What do we have here, sweetie?
Tell us what we got.
What we got?
The big fat ones are cookie butter filled.
Cookie butter?
And the other ones
butter
are
filled.
Peanut butter chocolate chip.
Butter stuff.
Peanut butter chocolate chip. And what are these?
Cookie butter stuffed.
I don't know what cookie butter is, but I can't wait to try
butter is
them.
in each cookie?
There's a stick here and a stick here.
There's a stick of butter in each one. I'm just kidding.
Well, they smell amazing. Thank you,
have more
friends.
if you like to.
Say hi.
Yes.
Smile.
Go, hello.
Our Bible scholar has come into the room.
Yes.
So cookie butter. I got nothing.
Okay. Was it not on the package?
Cookie butter.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Well, let me finish this story about this cool little.
No.
I don't think we need a fork for these.
No,
we did last time.
Yeah.
Although those fork cookies were pretty doggone good last time.
Yeah.
Well, anyhow, I felt like that's sort of leading me to do it. I don't know if maybe it was just to get that out of my system. Mm-hmm. Like stop letting that be a thing that keeps coming up as a possibility. Just go ahead and do it. If it didn't work out, now you can lay it aside and just move forward. Or if it was an opportunity to just, in front of the people at the school, not do a bad job at the interview, right? Not embarrass myself, but at least represent them well. And then if there's someone more qualified, they pull in, then I can rejoice with them, but I know I didn't let everybody go.
Right, yeah.
Okay. But I got the job. So, I'll tell you what it is. Next time.
That's
next
awesome.
podcast.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I got it. It was one of those things. This is what I'm saying. There were 15 people who applied for this position.
Yeah.
Maybe that. I don't know if I should say it. That whittled down to their top 5 to bring in for an interview. Of the top 5, one of them accepted a position somewhere else. Again, I'm included in this top 5.
Right.
Now then there were 4. Let's see. 2 of them, for whatever reason, didn't respond to the interview request.
Oh, just
They just kind of no-show, didn't sign up to show up. So who knows what happened to them.
right. So
And
just 2 then.
the lady, God bless her, I don't know her, I didn't meet her, I have nothing negative about it. I'll just say the other interviewee, and again, I love you. If you watch this, that would be very strange.
What a coincidence that would be.
Well, that was weird, wasn't it? So she showed up to the interview in yoga pants, first of all,
That's
and had some issues from there. So
okay, a bit of a non-starter right there.
yeah, so I didn't know. So my point is, everything kind of whittled down. Like I was like pulling this away, and just kind of pointing it. And I went in, and I had a new shirt on. Man, I dressed up. I left school, went and got some coffee, and I went and changed, even though they know me. I just want to show them.
You're taking it seriously.
Yeah, taking it seriously.
Yeah.
And so it's funny, I didn't know about the other lady. So when I came into the interview, here are these people that all of them I know, right? And it's one of those deals where it's like a horseshoe of tables and then you in the middle.
Yeah. All eyes on you, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, but when I walked, well, first thing, when I drove up, okay, started walking in, there's Jeannie, the family liaison that I've spoken about a number of times. There's Mandy standing there, who we know and love, of course, and then also Norma, the nurse aide there at the school. They were kind of at the door, and they're like, "Oh, hi, welcome to us." I said, "Is this Arkansas Elementary School? I'm here for an interview." "Oh, come right in, sir. Come right in." So they were playing that role, right? It's pretty funny.
That's
and then
great.
I've been told to tell you to have a seat, and someone will come and get you. So I was kind of chuckling at that. And then Dan is the PE guy at the school. PE teacher. He comes around the corner. He goes, "Hey, you ready for this?" I don't know. Let's see. So I walked down the hall. As I turned the corner, Leona, who had still been at school, she was still there, just happened to be walking down the hall. And I said, "Whoa, you got some hot teachers at this school." He said, "Hey, if you get this position, maybe I'll introduce you to her." So that already started off pretty funny.
You're in a good mood.
So then when I turned the corner and went into the room, they all went, "Whoa, hey, look at you." But I didn't know it was because the previous person had been so underdressed for
they were you at it
so
right from the
"Hey,
start.
look at you." But I will tell you this. So I can't believe it. I've been rolling in my head. There's this well, I can't even say it. It'll give away this position. But I had already thought through what I pretty much expected would probably be at least asked somewhere in the thing. And I'd actually thought that through. I had actually written that out so I would have my thoughts together on it. So I come in. I'm literally like coming from the car. I hadn't had hardly any downtime from there. Sitting down. Well, Johnny, we've already gone. You know everybody, so we're going to skip the introduction part.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and get into the first questions. You have them there in front of you, so that was kind of nice. They put them in front of me to look at as well. First question, boom, they ask it, and I started an answer, looked this way and went, you know what, hang on, and went blank.
Oh no.
I mean, like, I sat there for like 15 minutes. No, in my head, that's how I felt.
Yeah.
It was probably more like
What am I
15
doing?
seconds,
Yeah.
maybe. And then it came back to me and I remembered. And then I just, because again, there's a lot of freedom going into an interview when you really, either way, you're good.
Right.
So you can truly not deal with the stress, just answer honestly and talk vision and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see them nodding a lot and writing and all that. And I heard even the next day, Dan, the same guy, Dan, I gotta remember, never tell secrets to Dan. Love you, man. You're not watching this. But he didn't say, he's like, I can't say, but he was like, "Hey, have you heard yet?" But I'm like, nope. He goes, "Oh." Well, I will say, because when was it you interviewed the last time? Remember that it was another time? It was like it was 4 years ago.
Oh wow!
He goes, dude, night and day. He said you did such a great job. He goes, there were a lot of good words said about you after you left that interview. I was like, oh, cool.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm starting to think, okay, probably.
Yeah.
And then the assistant principal also said something very positive the next day. It's Teacher Appreciation Week this week, and so he was doing grilled cheeses to order. It was awesome.
That's cool.
And so when I stepped out, he had mine, and he said, just pause everybody else and moved on. It was just me and him for just a second, and he was like, Johnny, you nailed that interview.
Nice.
You did a good job. I'm like, oh, okay. Thanks, man. That's very nice to say. I said, well, I kind of choked there at the beginning. He goes, no, you did a little reset, and then you just knocked it out of the park. Good job, really good job.
That's awesome.
So I was like, okay, I think, and then I started getting nervous. I was like, oh man, did I get this?
Mm-hmm.
Did I get this? I have to do this now?
Now you got to do it.
So anyway, but today was completely settled. They brought me into the office, and we're talking about the program that I've been already took a class, already started it, and they appreciated that as well. Welcome to our little talk. So anyway, I know I'm going on. It's just sort of the biggest thing that's happened this week.
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a big bump. It's a big thing.
Awesome. Very cool.
And also a big secret at the school. So I don't know who's going to see this. You know, some of the people we know.
You were vague enough. You know,
I didn't say what it was.
No,
it's just a different position.
Non-specific. Something is different. Yeah.
But yeah, just really
Very
kind
cool.
of positive things, and that's what they were like that today too. But I've never said yes to an offer, and I'm not talking about like an offer like here's what do you think of this number?
Right.
Not like in business or the way I did today. Because it was like they were telling me, they said I talked to the lady in Lyman and whatever, and they said you can be on board with your licensing and everything July 1st, and the process will begin, whatever. And so if you play your card right, and then there's the grant that I can get to pay for it.
Oh, cool.
If you get this done by this time, if you're willing to move forward. And there's a slight pause, and I realized, oh, you're asking whether I want to do it.
Right, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, let's go!
I think that's super cool.
And they were shaking my hand and giving me a hug and stuff.
That's very awesome.
I don't know if I can live up to it, but I'm certainly going to do my best in this particular role. So anyway, that was my kind of week.
Great.
So it's been a big thing. That's why we didn't do the podcast. That was last week.
Yeah, because you interviewed me.
Yeah, I was kind of getting ready for that, and I just. So that's going to change. It's going to affect a number of things. I think in a positive way, But I just felt like I just sort of just whittled that down to where I would have like had almost a forfeit. I could have been hired, but I was just so happy that I did okay in that interview.
I think that's really cool.
Because I don't always do it. I'm terrible at interviews most of the time, depending on the interview. Church stuff, that's always
right. Yeah, you're fine.
I'm good there. But all right, enough of this chit chat. We got cookies.
We got cookies.
Let's have some cookies.
All right.
I can't wait to try.
Butter stuffed.
Should I try that first or this first? Well, I thought you'd try that one. I'll try this one.
Cookie here.
A butter cookie. Is it like a butter burger? Does it taste like butter? It tastes delicious, apparently.
Oh my goodness.
All right, this one. Now you could go wrong. Chocolate, peanut butter.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Still, nobody submitted any cookie recipes, I've noticed.
No, we don't need them. Leonie keeps coming up with these amazing cookies.
Nah, that's true. Either that or she finds them somewhere and does some slicing bacon.
But please,
you got a cookie recipe you want us to try, send it our way. Even the novelty one, we'll give it a go.
All right, now it's time for everybody else's favorite part.
What would that be?
Bible trivia. I like the animation that you put in there.
I just like the guy throwing the Bibles.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
All right. Okay. So we're just gonna we're going with the category on this one's we'll call it Kings of the Old Testament.
Oh man.
All right.
I'm gonna sadly disappoint you probably. Because Sunday of course I quoted a random king, but I didn't even know about that king until doing this study. All right.
Name 2 kings in the Old Testament that have a double Z in the name.
Not necessarily Israelite kings.
No.
Well, I know about Nebuchadnezzar.
Mm-hmm.
Uzziah, maybe? No, how do you spell Uzziah?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, hang on.
Wait, hold on. What is it? Uzziah, you said?
Yeah. You must say that right.
Let's look that. Let's look that one up because I didn't.
King Uzziah.
Ooh, very good.
No way!
Yeah, Uzziah. I didn't have him on the list. I had 2 other ones.
Yes!
Look at that. All right. Can you name the third?
Well, you said 2. Did you say 2?
That's really funny.
No, I cannot.
I didn't know.
Well, at least I probably could if we spent more time on it, but
Belshazzar.
Oh, yeah. Wait. King? Is that right? Belshazzar?
Nebuchadnezzar and Belshazzar. Now I gotta look this up.
I don't mean to doubt you. He was a king, huh? Belshazzar! Was he one of the wise men? What was
Belshazzar, son of Crown Prince, last Neo-Babylonian Empire. Belshazzar.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
But,
Yeah. This was the finger on the wall guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
All right.
That sounded fun.
Very good. That's funny, though.
The finger on the wall guy. Hey, I got you.
Yeah. There you go. Hey, well, yeah, you got an extra. That's a bonus point
I
for you.
get that one.
Absolutely.
I didn't know the one you were thinking, but... Belshazzar. Yeah.
Who was, I might botch this name, who was Ishbosheth?
Ishbosheth?
Yeah.
I know what the shibboleth is, but that's a different thing.
Ishbosheth.
I don't know. Who's that?
He was Saul's son, and he became king over Israel and reigned for 2 years.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a guy I don't think of very
before
often.
David became king, and there was a civil war.
Yes. You know, I probably could have told you some of that story, but I could not for the life of me whatever I would have known. If I had preached on it recently,
I hadn't heard.
I don't know. Okay. 1 and 1.
You're doing great.
No.
Name one son of Solomon.
Oh man, come on. Of Solomon?
Yeah.
Can I just answer son of Saul or something?
Well, you missed that one too. That was Ishbosheth.
Oh!
He's the youngest son of Saul.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Not Jonathan.
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, man. Oh, Solomon. I don't think about sons of Solomon very often. I don't know. Give me one. Give me some names of
Begins with an
Solomon.
R.
Oh, Rehoboam. Oh, the Jeroboam, Rehoboam. Those boys. I had preached on them.
Yeah.
I went blank. Where your father was, he's like, if my father was tough on you people, I'll be even tougher on you people. Jeroboam, Rehoboam. Yeah. Man, you know what? I blame my sleepiness.
There you go.
What number was that?
3.
Rats.
But you
I didn't get
get way
that
extra
guy.
points for having the third king with 2 Z's in the Old Testament.
And the year
I didn't even look that one up. I saw the first 2. I'm like, there's no way there's a third.
And the King Uzziah, I saw the Lord high and lifted up in the year King Uzziah died. This was the big vision of send me. Who will go for us? Send me. Was Isaiah? I went to school. I'm just tired. But yeah, and the King Uzziah. I think it was Isaiah. I saw the Lord high and lifted up. And the train of his robe filled the temple, or filled the room. It was like a vision he had, and it was like, "Who will go for us? Who will send them?" And he was like, "Send me. I will go."
Okay.
That's great. Actually, I think it's Isaiah chapter 1.
Let's go over. Here we go.
But that's how I know who's that.
Let us know which one it is in the comments below.
Man, Rehoboam, Jeroboam. I did jump on it as soon as you said the R.
Yep.
It came back to me immediately, but doggone it. That's why we do these things. You have to stay sharp.
That's right, yeah. You never know what I'm...
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, you never know what I'm coming with the trivia. You
gotta check it out. It won't be long till your little girl is going to be answering all these questions.
I know it.
She's rocking.
She's memorizing verses.
Yeah, she has memorized a verse of scripture. Amazing.
Very cool.
She was nervous about it. So I never memorized anything before.
Yeah. You know what's funny though is she totally has. Like she'll go, Daddy, can you help me practice this, or can you listen to me do something? Like she's got a program coming up in first grade.
Oh, okay.
There's like a minute-long rap about dinosaurs that the first graders have learned, and she is practicing it, and it's clearly memorized, obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think it's because she's singing it a little. There's a little rhythm there, it makes it easier for her. She doesn't realize though that's also memorizing.
Yeah.
There's, we hear her singing along with all the worship songs we do on Sundays. She knows a lot of those by heart. She knows a lot of the choruses. She sings she has stuff memorized. But yes,
but I think her
standing up to recite. Right, intentional memorization of a Bible verse. That is her first one, and I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I'm really happy that that's what they're doing. We're going to be doing that for the next few weeks. We've been missing some other kids here lately, so we're going to have to play catch up on that. But we might even let them, because that lighthouse craft.
That was cool.
That was amazing.
That was a really cool craft. I like that.
So many of them missed that very cool craft. So we're thinking we might give them the option to do one of the weeks before. Just because they were pretty cool. It's hard to come up with we're going to hit I think 5 different things the Bible says about itself. And it compares itself to. So we get a light into the path, now a sword. But did you know one of them is milk? Interesting. The pure milk of the word. Belongs to the pure milk of the word.
Okay.
Nourishment. So that one will be fun to do. Actually, what we got to do is go to Little Man Ice Cream downtown.
There you go.
The big milk jug.
We're
milk jug. Okay.
Church at the ice cream parlor.
There you go. Ooh.
What are you guys doing here?
How are you talking?
Summertime. Waiting in line right as it opens.
We've been doing a lot of that. Speaking of, we did that recently. We went to the ice cream place.
Right after we
yes.
our first garden.
Why not
day.
go into it? Let's do it. We were in the garden.
In
fact, that's one I can add some pictures to.
Yeah.
We were in the garden.
Bing, 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 bing. There they are.
Getting those plots ready. I'm so glad we did that before the big snow.
It worked out. That was so ideal the way that we did it. There's arguments about turning the soil versus not, and no-till gardening versus that whole thing. Whatever. We turn our soil over here.
Yeah, we do.
Compass Church plot.
We turned
we turned it over. We laid that fertilizer down. We raked up paths. We weeded. It looks really good.
I had to take a shower when I got
Yeah.
I mean, even a water bottle was like, let's make sure we wash these. I think maybe some fertilizer that was blowing in the wind.
It was, poor Harper, because she's shorter, obviously, so I was trying not to, she was just standing in the dust clouds that were blowing past. When we got home, you're can you go wash your face? And you don't realize how dirty our faces were until you actually put some water on there and start scrubbing. It's oh no, it's caked on.
It was.
Yeah, no, it was. But yeah, the garden work day went phenomenal. Even though there's only a few of us, we're getting better at it every year. We're getting better at it.
I do think, by the way, the next one that we're there, I think we'll have more people with us on that day.
Cool.
I think it were just some. I started thinking. I think I left it out of the email even. Now you can't just depend on the email. It's always on the site somewhere or whatever. Right. But I think I left it out for that week, and so it may not have been present in people's minds. Now that day, by the way, was also the day my brother was visiting.
That's right. Yep.
So
Brother Kenny was there.
Yeah, he was there, and his wife Jan, and it was good to see them. I was so glad they came to our church and hung out with us. He was speaking all that week.
Very cool.
He was speaking a couple of times at the conference they were at.
Yeah, okay.
Words, so anyway, cool. He's probably not watching, but not watching. So if you are watching, tell us you're watching.
Yeah,
that would be a kind of a good test for doing a live. Do you want us to do this live? We'll do it live. Are you available on Monday nights?
Yeah.
Is that a terrible time to be live?
You could have people call in and talk to us.
Oh, the call-in
Like
show.
a radio show.
We can make that work.
That actually
I bet
would
we
be
could
kind
make
of
that work.
funny.
We'll get a Google number or something.
Yeah, and have it forwarded straight to one of our phones.
Yeah,
You can call it. We'll just have the number on the screen the whole time. Call in, talk about anything
If
biblical.
you need
Let's
prayer, or if you need...
Oh,
look at this! Whoa! Who is this? It's from Denver. Should I answer it or
Yeah,
not?
we just were talking about it.
Look, I don't know this number. That's probably spam.
That's really
We'll let it go to voicemail. There it goes.
That's hilarious.
That's pretty funny. Whoa. So this isn't even live.
I know.
Sorry, wait till we're live. Creepy. That was great. Oh well, I'm sure I'll get a message. You know what? That could be 720 is the area code. That's Denver.
That's
it's
local.
area.
Yeah, it's like Denver.
303 is here,
Yeah.
but 720 is also here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's about what we were talking about earlier. Job thing.
Yeah.
Maybe. It seems weird that it would be. But whatever. We digress.
That was really funny. It was funny.
Live show. If you think we should do a live show, I mean, we are live. We are alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
This is not AI.
stream it.
This is real.
This is nothing. We'd look a lot better if it was.
If it was AI, we face tuned.
I'm not talking about Jake. I'm talking about Jake looks fine. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at the
I'd be a little more buff. I
Yeah,
think.
we'd
a
both
little
be-
more,
like-
really.
See, no, that would be funny. We can do a quick Hi, welcome to the podcast. We look like wrestlers.
Hey, brother.
You need to come,
Come over here, brother.
Come over, we got the coffee. Coffee. Oh my gosh.
You need Christ in your life, brother.
You're ready to Christ right now, brother. Everybody's checked out now. Everybody else watching is no longer watching.
They've entered the impressions phase of the.
Well, this is the point where things get weird because we're about through the coffee to about right here. So we're starting to wake up a little more.
Both tired.
Oh, good grief. Yeah, that's true. Well, anywho, going back to church talk.
Yes.
And live podcast talk. Let's see. We've been at the school
Yep.
past couple of weeks. I don't know what we're not drawing an end at the school, but at least not yet. But I still believe it's crazy important that we're doing that.
I like where we're there. I think there's a lot of positive. I like being there consistently. I think there's a lot of positives. I like being in the cafeteria as well.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit bigger, a little more open, a little more approachable.
Yes,
you know,
I
the
agree.
other room was. I liked it, but it was a darker setting,
Yep.
and so it also
I
was
agree.
a little trickier to find when you're walking into this
Yeah,
building.
do
you know.
a couple of loops.
So yeah, and I like that we're walking in the main entrance of the school. I think there's a lot of positives to how
I
we've been doing it in the cafeteria.
Yep.
And I think you have a little more control and cleanup as well too, right? It makes things easier.
Yeah, the floor. That you're right. We don't have to worry about. Well, we didn't have to move all the stuff around.
Right.
We are moving massive tables and there is a big setup time. You know, as you see,
You
that-
guys are doing Friday and Saturday, I suppose.
Well, usually we stay. There's an after-school program at the school. They're not gone till 5.
Okay.
So Leon and I, one of the things that we have done, or a couple things that we've done. Sometimes we'll go to the reservoir, hang out there, and then come back.
Right on.
We've also, it's a bummer when we come home, because once we come home,
You want to stay.
you're
You're
on
in
the
for the
couch.
day, yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
go, but we did do that last time.
Take
we
your shoes off. Anyway, that's-
Oh, Leona took a nap. I had to wake her up. We got to go set things up. And we both overslept. I fell asleep on the couch.
Right.
And so it was like 6 something before we even got there. So
Oh.
much later than
Yeah.
usual. Ugh. I should have called everybody. Hey, come help us set up. It takes about, I don't know, it's less than an hour.
Okay.
You know, because we have to move all the tables
Yeah.
in the cafeteria. We have to put the curtains up.
Yeah.
We have to get the signs, the big signs, indoor
Yeah.
signs, you know, put together.
Chairs out.
Get the chairs out and set up. I usually set up the table for the camera and stuff that's going to go there, computer stuff. Get the rug out and lay it out. Get the lamps, and then also, of course, the hilarious solution to the lights that went out that one time. You know the solution, right? Have we not talked about this?
No.
You're going to remember. I think we have. So the lights went out in the middle of our service a few weeks ago.
Remember that. Yeah.
And the reason was
It's motion.
the motion sensors are behind the curtains.
Oh,
They're on that side of the wall, and we're on this side of the curtain.
Yeah, I got
Just not seeing any movement, and they went off.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, oh man, how are we going to fix that? So the way we fixed it is our friend Zach Colin in his classroom, he's got an oscillating fan. So we borrowed his fan.
Oh, I've seen the fan. Okay,
That's why it's in there. It's not giving us fresh air. We got it sitting on a table. It's not far from the sensor. It's doing that, and that hasn't happened since. So.
Phenomenal. That's a really good, simple solution to that problem.
I was happy about that one. Yeah, I was happy it worked. But anyway, yeah, the school's been great. Being there's been great. It says, and having the canopy out there says that we're coming inside. Now we're getting ready to go into summertime. We're not going to be in that room as much this summer, but we're going to drive towards it into the fall. And like I said, there's still the possibility of us kind of throwing another hook in another pond where we were a little bit last summer.
Right.
And just sort of continuing to have a presence over in that area and possibly getting the school. Everything's kind of ready to go. To make that happen, we just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. I just don't want to disperse us too much too soon.
Yeah.
Although, in many ways, I think there is some wisdom in us just kind of starting to launch a few things out in that other area, just to reach a new set of people, right? So, and then we combine, right? So if you connect with us, whether you live in that neighborhood, which is right by your neighborhood.
It's not that far away. I mean, it's really...
Yeah, it's not like... I mean, if you really connect with what we're doing, you're okay driving to that.
Absolutely.
It's not that much of a drive.
Yeah.
So that's the thinking on that. I like that we're staying active. I will say this, behind the scenes, and don't count on it, but I've been looking at some anchor locations. Now, we're not ready, okay? The thing is, we have faithful people who've given for a number of years. We had a little bit of a nice stretch where we didn't have to pay any rent on Sunday.
Yeah.
And so we were able to store those things up, safely, wisely. I don't think any church should just be sitting on a bunch of money.
Right.
But we have some that's kind of set aside for this kind of thing, either a big, huge evangelism push, marketing efforts, or to be the beginnings of dropping into a location. Man, we've been looking at, I was looking at this old bike shop across the street that's right next to the pub.
I know exactly what you're talking about, yeah.
I thought that would be
That'd be really cool.
amazing!
Really cool.
You got all the parking all around it, it's right by the Dunn Brothers.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That would be a big step of faith, I think, because we would have to ask people to connect to get a ramp up for that.
Right.
And we'd probably have to do some renovating, but can you imagine how cool that would be?
That'd be really cool, yeah.
It might be even too big for us.
Right.
But there are a number of places like that right now, and just looking at them, even if we have a location like that, we're still going to be meeting in schools and other places, so we stay in the community. Right. That's just kind of part of the heart I have for that. And that thing could also pay for itself if we did a ministry, we did a business that was actually something that benefited the community, whether that was even a child care place. Actually, those are easier to do than you would think. But I don't really, it's not really our vibe.
Yeah.
But something, obviously we wouldn't compete with the coffee place next door. We want to partner with them.
Do a bookstore.
Could do a bookstore, sure. Yeah, there we go. That's true. There's not one right there, so it could be something.
As I was saying, because you can't do a coffee shop because there's coffee right there.
Yeah. Although I'd love it. I love the idea of Compass Coffee. I think that's a grand idea. It might still happen. There is a Compass Coffee somewhere in the United States.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, I think it's like
so we couldn't
Virginia.
franchise. Okay.
But we can call it Compass Life Coffee. We could call it. There are a lot of ways you can take that, but. It still might be a thing. Maybe it's coffee, but it's the main thing to put there. I don't know. We'll see. All right, just yakking now. Anyway, I just was going to throw that out there. That is a thing. That is a thing. I'm constantly thinking because we've had a couple of times we're meeting in a certain place. We had some, some roadblocks.
Right.
That would give us somewhere we always had, no matter what, even if COVID happened again or something.
Yeah.
Sorry,
You know, I've been a fan of that idea for years. So yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I know many guys who've done this, and it is a big thing.
Right.
It's a big financial commitment. It could. I've always said for church planting purposes, and I don't really call myself a church planter these days. I'm a missional pastor of a small church.
Right.
That's kind of how I see it. Because we've been around too long to say we're a church.
Right. Yeah. I think
we were a church
years
plant.
or more. It's probably,
our church plant has done that, you know. But we're just a steady presence in the community. Mm-hmm. We're not massive, you know, just a small group of people doing big things. That would be a big thing. Yeah. But I think it might also generate some excitement from other people as well who might want to support us and be part of making that happen.
Yeah.
And then it shows that one of the things I do like about it is it shows that we're not fly by night. We're going to put some roots down. The other thing, though, that I always say is that often a building is where a church planter's dreams go to die.
Right. Because that shouldn't be the target.
Because everything's now about the building.
Right. Yeah.
And getting people to come to your building.
Right. And then you're closed off.
Yeah.
No.
And it's hard to justify unless you really cast the vision strongly that this is not us. This building is not us. This is our anchor spot.
Church is not a building.
Yeah, we're going to outpost over here. We're still going to be out in parks. We're still going to, yeah. So, absolutely. Anyhow, but it could provide some, you know, this is sort of a future peak. No timeline right now on any of that, but
something cool to.
There comes a thing where if we all start praying, God, show us your future, what you want us to do, next steps as our church together. What is our next step of faith as a group, as a church? And if we're all praying, or as many of us as possible, maybe even some focus nights, we're just praying for direction on that. Right. Who knows what God will do? Yeah. He's a big God, man. He can turn things around. He can do a lot of stuff. Just like that. Boom! Turn things around. Yeah. All right. Well, we talked about the garden.
Yep. Okay. So this is our Compass Church podcast.
That's what we call it.
Want to talk about your message?
Oh.
Anything you'd like to clarify or rehatch from yesterday?
Past couple of weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you've been in
my goodness,
fourth part.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. My goal, I'll just tell you here. I don't have to completely stick to it, but my goal is to wrap it up by the end of May. Okay. Summit, Sermon on the Mount, completely at the end, and then as we go into the summer, we start something fresh. Yeah. So. And if you look at the blocks, you realize some of them are kind of longer passages, but they're all one idea.
Right, yeah.
So we only have a few more of those. Jesus got all in our business, talking about our treasure. Mm-hmm. Or as my friend from Kansas used to say, our treasure. He took great pleasure in the treasure. But does it matter which measure you use? Can you measure your treasure at your pleasure? Dr. Michael Fees, I'm talking to you. Okay. So anyhow, yeah. Is there anything I want to check? I think yesterday, I wish I had just a few more minutes to flesh out how to judge, right? Judging. I think the name of this message, I think on YouTube, is just called Judge Them, or Judging Them. I guess what's called Judging Them. And just realizing that, and I kind of set that up with, because everybody's like, oh, of course that's not what that means. Right. And I say, does that mean I can't judge a contest? If Jesus says, do not judge. Well, no, that's not what that means, right? So if you're up into the idea that that's not what that means, then let's talk about what judging means, right? And Colette, by the way, said something funny to me about that, but I don't know if I can share it on the podcast, but I'll tell you later, because it's like, I'm so glad you were preaching on this today. So, but anyway, sorry, can't tell you. But the idea that with wisdom and discernment, that our goal in judging others, and by that meaning making an assessment and using discernment with others, right. It always is the measure of mercy, and it's always done in a way to help, right. Not to get in people's business, not to sort them as being not as good as you.
Yeah.
None of that.
And not to condemn them.
Yeah, it's that line Jesus, it's so goofy, this story he tells. I think he's doing it this was the joke in the Message, right? Don't try to take the speck out of your brother's eye when you have a giant beam in yours.
A beam of wood in your own.
Which is a hilarious idea, that you're bonking your eyes. But he's saying that when you are self-righteous, like the Pharisees, as he had already told, you put it all in context, it all flows and makes sense. That's what they love to do. They love to say, God, even praying, they would pray right loud, God, thank you, I'm not like this sinner over here.
Yes.
So Jesus says that, and I've always sort of left it at that idea. Oh, don't judge. Whenever you point your finger, you got three pointing back at you. Right? Is the idea. Mm-hmm. But there's still that other line. First, remove the beam out of your eye,
so that you can see.
Then you can see, and the idea is that you see more clearly, with the right attitude, that you're praying for, and you want to be helpful. Mm-hmm. Helpful is very different sounding than judgmental. Right? So if I see somebody who's struggling, we were talking about someone who was struggling earlier, and the way that you approached that, it's behind the scenes story, was helpful and out of care and not above, but I get it. I'm with you. I want to help. Mm-hmm. That's the heart that we should have. So it's not we don't judge anyone. Many times we're told, and like I said, even Jesus said, how to judge righteously.
Right.
So it's one of those things, it's always been a pet peeve of mine. People who aren't Christians, they just like to use that as a carte blanche. I can do anything I want, and you can't judge me. But even as they say that, they should realize...
The very next verse, maybe?
Well, just the whole idea that there is a judge, even though it may not be me.
Yeah. It's not.
And I've said that to people, they'll say, I'm sorry, Johnny, I didn't mean to blah, blah, blah. Like, that's all right. I'm not your judge, I'm your friend. Yes. Right? There is a judge. It is important what you do or don't do. Right. But I still love you. Mm-hmm. Right? And that's a very different approach. So I wish I'd had a few more minutes to talk about how to be helpful, how to be discerning and why those things are important. But at the same time, I don't want, it's not like we'll never talk about it ever again, but I think it's time to bring this particular series to its close. It's been an anthology for over a year.
We've been in Sermon on the Mount for...
So it's been good though. And then we broke it up a few times. But I do kind of like that. I absolutely will continue doing anthology series along the way, because that just is a great way to dig into something and not just go to surface over it. Yeah. So anyway, did you have some statement or question or comment about any of that?
No. It always makes for. I like klutz in my conversations on the way home and after church.
Oh yeah, good.
Different things like that. So.
How cool is that though? Huh?
It's nice.
Something new and fresh.
Yeah. I know. I like it. It's absolutely enjoyable for sure.
Yeah. Well, she, as I said, she just and again, I know, not perfect. Still has struggles. Even some of the big things are coming back. But she has a different approach to them. But and it's still, she may have an issue come along before too long. Who knows? I hope not. But just the change in her is so ridiculously evident. Yeah. There's something different about somebody who's not wanting to engage with somebody who just is now.
Yeah, very excited.
Come on, show me. I want to know more.
Absolutely.
So it's been great. That does been great. And you've been challenged as well.
Yeah. It's. I told her this too. It's so much better for my faith that has found God, and we have these great conversations and pray together and stuff. Yeah, they're fun, and to have someone to talk about the message with afterwards. And what do you think about this? What does this mean? I like having those convos.
Well, I gotta tell you, Jake. I've been letting you enjoy just sitting and being with Colette. You wonder, why is Michael led the worship fest, or led the songs? Hey, you hasn't asked me. Well, that's in part. You do just fine. But there's something good about you just being with your wife,
I like it. I like
the day is coming, but
whenever you...
it may be a big Sunday type of thing, or what do we call it? Or Summit Sunday.
Yeah, let's do it.
Or we pull a bunch together and we just do one big thing. That's got to come back. Maybe by the end of the summer, that's what will happen when we kick back into the. But we're going to be outside. We're going to have church at the tree. We're going to have church in the park. And but I will tell you, the
movie nights
summer
or anything
is crazy. Okay, yes.
Unless you don't want to.
No.
Oh, okay.
We're toying with two things. I say we, it's because Leo and I were talking about our schedule. And we have this time where we're going to be gone over a Sunday. Except, I think I figured it out so I could be back. Because it gets complicated. It's not the same as when we went on vacation last summer.
Yeah.
We're at a point where I don't think I need to be gone on a Sunday just yet. We're not going to be in my house. So where are we going to be? Even under the tree, there's still, we have to have access to inside. So someone, either Mandy or somebody would have to go in, and we still have to rent the school. There's some things about it that are a challenge. So I think I'm going to be here. But we're looking at the calendar, and one of the things we wanted to do is with our kids is do a Kidventure Week where the nights, like Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night, we do something fun with our kids. It might just be we all go to a special park somewhere with ice cream, and we give a devotional lesson to them, or we do kind of a bigger, funner version outdoor of Kidventure stuff we do on Sunday mornings. Not necessarily a craft, but do something each night, almost like Vacation Bible School,
right?
A very different kind of way of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And just we go or we meet somewhere with those kids, and you invite kids and families to be with us. Maybe they fill out the deal, get a shirt for them, whatever, something. Yeah. And we do that 4 weeks, and then Friday night we do the movie night. And the movie night, we carry on this theme of we do big things.
Yeah.
And we're in a giant, big inflatable ball. I mean, I think there are things like we could do beach balls and stuff that we start throwing, bouncing around. We give away. We do make it an event, not just the movie, but we do an event leading up to it.
Tell everyone to bring their swimsuits for the sprinklers.
Yes, it's going to be sprinkler night. We were talking about that today. But the last last movie night, everybody got soaked because the stupid sprinklers came on. I was shocked how many of them just stayed anyway. Mm-hmm. That was great.
So many people. We all just moved out to the sidewalks. They're like, all right, we'll just watch the movie.
It was embarrassing, though. It looked like we didn't know what we were doing. That's what made me mad. So I was annoyed about that, but I do know that we didn't probably give enough lead time to the school for the district to get on board, because they don't control it at the school. It's the district level they do those sprinklers. I've already talked to Darren. I've already given him a heads up. Guy at our school, who's our head custodian guy. But I think if we nail this down, but we were looking at doing this like the first week of June, but I need to know who's going to be around.
Right. I'll be around.
Okay. So again, don't want to burden people every night of the week, but I think if we had a few people who can go with us and do it, we could just take the girls and whoever they invite and just do something fun and focused on them to kick off the summer. And then cap it off with a movie night event, block party type of vibe at the school. So I'm looking at that pretty much first week of June. And that's right before this other stuff we got to do, and I got other things going on. But anywho, so yes, movie night. So we might do one here, we might do one actually at the other place as well.
Oh, cool.
So that would be a good intro, I think, to a new neighborhood.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is to do that event.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people will be walking around. What's going on here?
Yep. Where are you guys? No, where do you meet? Well, we're going to be Sunday. We're going to be right here.
That actually would be great to do, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we got to introduce ourselves in a bigger way than we did last summer.
I think, a little, not door knocking or anything, but like, if there was maybe the week before.
I'll have a name tag, and you'll have one.
Honestly, maybe a little like flyer somewhere nearby on a couple corners as people are walking around or whatever. Just a little, a little
all that
word out,
Facebook ads and things too.
Yeah, why not? And then
I think it'll still work.
Come Friday night. Oh, also, Colette has looked into these before, and I need to figure out how to get us posted on it. But there is a website that posts like what's free to do in Aurora tonight.
Oh, right.
Type things there, and I need to ask her what the actual site is, but I want to see how we can get our movie night on something like that.
Yeah.
Because there are hundreds of people that check this site for whatever to do, and if you say, hey, here's a free event, there are so many families who go, let's get the kids out of the house for a minute. It's free. popcorn,
Summer.
hot dogs. Let's go.
Popcorn, maybe hot dogs, definitely balloons, glow
Yeah.
bracelets. We always do that. So
Yeah, I mean, let's go see them. Oh, they're showing Shrek or whatever, you know.
I'm
Whatever.
okay with showing some of the ones we've shown in the past that are just funny.
Yeah, we always have
Always
good
go
movies.
well.
I like the movies that we.
I remember one time there was somebody who was our church, and we did the same movie a couple of years,
Mhm.
and they were like, "Well, we've already seen this one." But dude, the event is not for us.
Right, it's not
for
it's
the
not a
community.
feature premiere that's
Because we showed one. That's a great movie, but it just didn't go over well. I want it to be one where they're laughing, they're having a
Right.
good time, and that it's short, about an hour and a half.
Right, because there's definitely a tipping point
Yes.
where all of a sudden
Suddenly people are
the
really
movie
ready.
doesn't matter anymore.
Yep.
Everyone's ready to go.
It's just it gets late because we have to wait till sundown,
Yeah.
and it's already
By the time
so
movies
bright
are
out.
done, it's close to 10. By the time we're cleaning up and getting
Yeah.
out of there, it's even later, you know? And,
Big inflatable screen.
yeah.
Well, Jake, we've been talking a long time, haven't we?
Again, we do this every time. How is
We
it?
have some song. I didn't even mention the song. I mean, except for at the beginning. Yeah, this is an
This is
oldie.
our old song. We're going to take the next 20 minutes and tell you the history of this.
It is weathered, man. It is old, and I've thought about just hanging it up in my office as a reminder that we're resilient, that we're here. We've been here.
Yeah.
We have a little history. We've got some scars to prove it. But yeah, I don't know. I just like the symbol of this raggedy old
I like
sign,
that.
you know?
I think it's cool.
But anyway, we're not going to put it out for anybody to see, but you can see it.
You gotta tune in
This
for the
is still-
special stuff.
At least right now,
But
this is still
and
the
it's still the
same.
website.
We actually have the domain CompassChurchColorado.com. I just haven't changed everything over
I
yet.
like Compass Denver.
Compass
Even though we're not in Denver, it still is.
Denver Metro.
Yeah, that's true. The greater Denver.
Compass Denver Metro.
Denver adjacent. Greater area. Denver
Most people who
area.
don't live here, they just.
It's
We're in Denver. It was just in Denver.
It's like, I grew up in Northern Illinois. It's like, where'd you go? Chicago area. Okay.
Oh,
even though I'm like 80 miles west
Right.
of Chicago.
It's like saying we live in Dallas.
Like 2 hours away.
Yeah, I mean, we're on the other side of Fort Worth. I mean, seriously, it's literally an hour away. Oh, well, imagine the Metroplex where it takes you almost an hour and a half to get from one side to the other.
This is turning into it, which is crazy.
Yes. I'm sure there's more, but hey, thanks for hanging out with us. I have no idea what the label on this one's going to be.
That's okay.
But there was something else we were going to do. I know we need to remember to quote our verse.
Yes, John 3:16. We always quote.
You got it?
I got it.
Yeah, do it, man.
Take it. Why not?
Take it. A fight breaks out. No, I'm doing John 3:16.
How to do it, and then you dub your voice over.
John 3:16. I showed him.
So John 3:16, verse we love quoting here every single time. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life.
Yes, amen. That is why we are who we are and what we're doing, what our church is all about. Kind of a nutshell right there. All right, dude, that's awesome. Well, hey, I want to say that we meet somewhere in the world every single week. And this coming week, we're going to be at Arkansas Elementary School here in Aurora, Colorado. And you can discover more by going to compassdenver.com. And this is like the live version where you show compassdenver.com. And we'd love to have you as our guest this Sunday. All right,
Yes.
Jake, final words.
This has been great because he is great.
Grace to you and peace. That is all we have for tonight, and we are out.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. See you next time. Wait,
Au revoir.
we won't